quietly raining out there today. But as usual, we built a bit of a tent, more like a cathedral actually this time. It takes a few hours to do it, but it's well worth it, because while everybody else has stopped work because it's raining, I can continue. Anyway, we've got that to strip, and we're pretty much done with the paint, thank God. Let's do it. Finally, I've managed to get all the paint off the brick. It's done, thank God. Every last drop of paint is off this brickwork now. Got to go over it now with the 40 grit, cut out cement mortar, etc. And then I can play about with the stone sills and that sort of thing. But that's good, that's good. We burnt out yet another grinder. Say burnt out, bushes have gone. So I've gone and purchased another one because it ran out. I had about a square foot of paint to get off, and the bushes ran out of oomph, so that was it. I had to go and buy another one, so that's kind of like held me up a little bit today. But I'll order some new bushes for the others, and we shall get them working again. Also, the other day I mentioned Parish Church. So we're going to be returning there soon, up Belfry, to do a little repair. We've got a leak coming in on which I suppose you could class it as the steeple. Although it's not a steeple, but it's a steeple on top of a bell tower, if that makes sense. And the only way to access it is ladder. Now, obviously, I can't do it ladder off the floor because it's now on about 90 foot from the floor. So what we're going to do, we're going to go from the roof of the belfry, and we're going to ladder the little turret. That's tying ladders with rope to the structure. Scary, but it'll be safe. I'll fire on a safety harness and safety ropes and all that. So we will be safe, so don't worry. We won't be falling off anytime soon. Also, they've got us to do a load more work there this year. A load of patch pointing, some bits of stone repair, there's some brick placement to do, and also inside the bell tower itself in the spiral staircase, which is very interesting. And there's some bricks to change, about 13 bricks to whip out and replace there. So that'll be coming up soon on the channel, so look out for that one. Right, I think we better get on with doing this building we're on, haven't we? There you can see all the paint is now gone. All the way right up to the roof, right the way across, and all the gable end is now showing its lovely brickwork off without white paint smeared all over it. Let's crack on. So the first job is get rid of the dust, the old brush, and we can see the joints. You can see how wet the brickwork is. It's absolutely saturated. The areas where I've removed the cement mortar over the last few days is actually starting to dry out, believe it or not. And this won't be far behind. Come this time next week, this will be dry. Yeah, it's basically paint and cement that's causing the damp. There's no other reason for it. You know, there's no cavities on these old buildings. They're solid walls, and you know, it's like damp course. Well, they're pretty much non-existent anyway. They might put a slate on or something like that, but chances are they didn't. So the only thing that can cause the damp really is putting modern stuff on it, which we've now removed, and it is drying out. It's good. Right, let's get on some of the old EP and pretty much guarantee that you'll always miss one. Right, so we've got a two-sided pick, this one. It's got a flat end and it's got a pointed end. Not that it's not pointed anymore after doing this, and sharpen. However, start off with a flat piece. You just take me time. Don't need to be belting it. All we're doing is taking off the cement mortar for now. Now at a later date, when I come to do the pointing, I'll use a different type of grinder, which is an air grinder. It's a slow speed. I'll put that in, and that very carefully removes the line mortar. Takes it back about 25 mil, ready for repointing. The reason I'm not doing it now is because this is going to sit for a while, so you know, it just helps to preserve it a little bit. Now we've got lots of repairs to do on the brickwork as well. For example, that there, I have a funny feeling that's the end of the concrete lintel. Why it's there I do not know. So we'll investigate it further. If it is the end of the concrete lintel, if somebody's just used it as in at the brick, we'll have that out, the whole thing, and we'll put a fresh brick in there. If it's concrete lintel, it's supporting something, again we'll cut it back, about 1.5 inches, and then put a brick slip in there just to disguise it. Of course you're all dying to know now whether it is a full lintel or not. Well, have to wait till tomorrow for that. investigation, he's found that that is a lump of concrete. However, it's not going through into that building, and I can't see it supporting anything there because we're on the ground. So there's not going to be a window or anything the other side of that, is there? So I think that we'll take out that and that and put new brick in there. And I'm going to trim this render back. So all this is going, they want it flat. So I'm going to trim all this back, getting this horrible cement render off the brick to give it even more chance of drying out. Right, well that's all the pointing cut out. Thank goodness. And of course, here, that's a gas engineer's attempt at bricklaying at some point. So we'll have to take all that out, tooth up all the wall out around it and break that up. There's quite a bit actually on the brickwork to sort, like down there for example. Somebody's idea, just there, of repairing a brick. You know, how hard is it to take it out, put another brick in and come off. And then up there is another one. But the other side of that is a piece of steel. Yeah, so whether I just brick it up or put an air brick in, I don't know, I've not decided yet. And then on the corner, I don't know if you can see that actually from down here. No, can't see it. Anyway, I'll show you in a while that one. But most of that corner is going to have to come off and be redone as well. So, a lot. Right, time to crack on. And there you go, people. That's the end of the paint stripping. It's all done. It's all off. Just a couple of little bits and pieces. Stonework to do. A couple of reveals. Apart from that, that's the paint done. And then we've got to strip all that. Well, that is actually render. And it'll come off very easily. But before we do that, next week we've got loads of brickwork to sort out, as well as stonework. Right, that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed. And the usual, thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you all soon. So what we're going to need, well, firstly, one of them, a pencil, and then need a bit of a straight edge, in this case a bit of a square. So we just draw on where we want to put it out. And of course, by marking it up, it gives you that nice straight line to work to. Not too bothered about it being dead square. I mean, as long as it's near, you know. Because what we're going to do, we're going to cut a piece of stone and set it in there, so it's a permanent repair. You could just whittle a bit away and put some lime mortar into it, but that's not going to last that long. You know, she's an old girl, this house, and she's doing properly. Right, so let's got that. We've got that. We've also got the old raking chisel. So we'll start off just going round the perimeter of the marked up bit. Nice and gently. And of course, we've got to be careful because this edge here, we don't want to be breaking it off. We've got to be gentle. It's actually quite weak and feeble. Quite rotten. shelling away there. See if we can get you a better angle on the camera. As usual, we're balancing on the old scaffolding with the camera. Yes, it's very rotted. This is where you could do with your airline up here. actually sounds like quite a bit of this is hollow, like it's been laminating. But, I don't think I'm going to go any further with that. Clean out the paint from the corner. Alright, you can see now that's a little square cut out. What I'll do is I'll cut a very thin piece of stone which will glue into there with a bit of epoxy, and then I'll put the cut disc over it and then a flopper disc over it, and that should sort it out. But to be quite honest with you, it's probably, well, I don't know, back to here or somewhere where it's it really needs coming off, but that's a much bigger job than I wanted to take on with this. You know, you can get carried away and keep going and going and going with these old buildings, but you know, we do so much with it. Otherwise the costings go out of the window, which is never good. Right, well, we'll leave that there, and we'll come back to you another day when we're putting a bit of stone in there, because it's now Friday and we're just finishing off the day doing that. Right, catch you in a bit.